How can I help you?
Good morning. I need a sausage McMuffin with the egg sandwich, a small coffee, and two sausage burritos, no sauce.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Thank you. Your total will be 1057. First window.
Good morning.
Morning. Two burritos, sausage, and a small coffee.
Yes.
1057. Would you like your receipt?
No.
Have a good day.
Thank you. What's up, bro?
What's up, my guy?
What's up? What's up?
Keep it safe out there, huh?
I'll try.
There you go.
Hey,
Where's it located?
we're all over the metro area.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. We'll talk. All right. Bye. People want to learn how to drive, and it's really important. So that's why I'm starting this nonprofit. And I've been talking to several school districts who are interested. The hardest thing is acquiring the driver's ed car and the insurance. I know how to run the classes. I know how to teach people how to drive. But the biggest thing is the driver's ed car. That's the biggest barrier. Hey, I'm trying to get it out consistently, and the platform rewards consistency. So usually in the morning I drive students, or I'm driving into the laboratory, so I'll stream, talk about driving. Last time it was a big accident, so I think giving people a realistic view. And I am a EV fanboy, and I think the Tesla right now, for what it's worth, about 25,000, and that's a chunk of money. Don't think I'm balling like that. Well, a little bit. I will try to obtain a Tesla and do an EV platform and help adults 18 and up learn how to drive. So I've been talking to several nonprofits in the area, and I got to find a partner. And then we're going to do some work study educational platforms. So I'm really excited, but also it's challenging. This is the beginning of the school year. Districts have money, adult ed have money. So I got to find the right financial partner so I can get the car, get some other digital devices for streaming, and then we'll do like an online driver's ed course. And then I'm excited. So, but the challenge is to try to get 100 people per year to drive. I'm 28. I've been driving for about 3 to 5 months. Get the hang of it now. It does take time. You've got to feel comfortable. Let me. All right. So no cap. I got the Magic John phone holder, and that's really helped my content. It used to be really shaky, and I had really cheap plastic phone holders. Let me see that again. Took a while. Yeah, it does take a while. I haven't been out in the metro area in about 3 months. I usually drive in the county with adults and teens. We had to go to downtown, and it was very crazy with like seriously crazy aggressive drivers and packed. So it took me a couple of times to get back in that density of traffic and volume of traffic. I had a live stream last night that talked about Cooper's color code. You'll find that very helpful. I say healthy. So I've been really trying to push more content out, push behind the scenes. As an instructor, I'm driving 200 to 300 kids a year and adults. I have a lot of private adult lessons. So I'm trying to transition to teaching adults and then make a job change. So we're going to see how that goes. And I'm going to take you along on a journey. I've used a couple of AI platforms, and I've talked to a couple of people in the county. And it seems promising, but you got to find a sponsor. Also, there are grants. And the barrier to entry is the car. I know how to teach a class. I have the teaching materials. I have my own proprietary questions, and then pass. So it's like a A to Z. You know, we'll teach you, we'll pick you up, get you to the DMV. You'll take your practice tests. You can train, and then we'll get you to the road test. And then ultimately you getting your permit or license. That's the big thing. Let me change views as I talk. So it's like crazy traffic right now, okay? Like there's like 10 cars to my left, like a monster. If this is AI, there'd be like 50 creatures trying to kill me. But it's 8:40 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time, anywhere in the United States. It's like this. It's crazy. Beautiful sun. It's Thursday. But also there's a lot of people driving, accidents. We've had some people die in the last 24 hours. So you're going to see a lot of good traffic right now. And I'm just trying to get in the middle lane. Oh, God. This traffic. There's a lane reduction about 10 miles down, and it sucks. So you're going to see me definitely take some alternate courses. But I really, yep. Merge out. And there are a lot of trucks coming from thank you for the thumbs up. There are a lot of trucks coming from the Canadian border for cars, trash, you know. So I'm just trying to, like, this truck is from Ontario, no hater cap, you know, NAFTA, the North American, yeah, no problem. What's up? How you doing? But we trying to stay out of the way of semi trucks, and there have been a lot of semi truck accidents in the last 24 hours. So I'm just going to stay away from this. My guy right here, you're supposed to have at least 5 blinks on that trailer. I've talked to a lot of semi-truck drivers. So I'm trying to stay away from them. They're trying to, you know, get that load, drop off those goods and materials. If you want me to, okay, my dad told me to pass. Yes, you've got to get away from those don't hang around. But remember, I teach a lot of beginning drivers, and they get scared. And they hang around trucks. So we've been doing this type of driving all summer, but this is like in the county. When you go to a downtown area, you know, Houston, Texas, downtown Detroit, Michigan, downtown Los Angeles, California, you're gonna have crazy volumes of traffic, and you can see it now. You can see the intensity starting to build up. So I'm just trying to stay chilled, relax, be patient. Yeah, I'm cruising too. You know, hashtag cruise. And I'm settling down now. No one's late. I don't have to be in to 9. So I may just stay in here and stay in this traffic, or I may take a different route. Yes, hashtag cruise. Let's use that with the emoji with some sunglasses. But I've always wanted to do an initiative to help adults. My daughter said about 7 years ago, Dad, you're a great instructor. You need to start your own business. But real talk, I was scared. I was scared of failure. I was scared of, well, what if I get a car and it doesn't work? What if I don't have any customers? But I'm in the educational field. I've taught adults before. So I'm going to try to partner with several school districts or adult ed and just say, listen, here's my vision, here's my plan. So I really want to help, and I've done it before, several years ago. I can't say the name of the company, but it was a $250,000 grant, and I was one of many instructors. That's good. Yeah, definitely. I need to look at that too. You know, I got Canva Pro, so I want to do that. So I really got to search for funding. And, you know, you don't want to mix your workplace with the second job, but I did teach my boss's son in segment 2. So she knows I'm passionate. So it could be a really good situation to help people who traditionally, black and brown people, indigenous people, are underprivileged. So they're fun. And banks have hundreds of thousands of dollars available. I will mix the EV tax credit in September. In September, that's going to go away. But Alex, I'm shouting out Alex EV Auto. Alex, I'm shouting you out. I really like how he approaches cars. He tests the battery. He gives you you know, I'm in the metro area. A lot of these car dealers don't care. They're not going to test your battery. They're just trying to sell you a car. And the battery is the biggest investment. So I've looked on his site. They got a couple nice ones. But remember, I'm going to use this for driver's education. It's got to have a range of about 280, maybe 300 miles. It doesn't have to be the newest one, but I want something with less than 60,000 miles. So I can charge up, you know, at the office or charge up at home. We already have the correct 3-prong outlet. It's for a dryer. We just got to get it changed. And my dad used to be an electrician, so he could help me out. And we got another coworker at school. Her husband does industrial and commercial electrical. So I've been teasing her the last couple of years. I'm gonna have your husband put a plug in at my house. She's like, okay. So if you're gonna have an EV, you gotta have a way to charge it. The superchargers like really kill the battery. So if I'm gonna get an EV, they gotta show me a battery test. Okay, they can't just say, okay, here's the car, blah blah blah. Because if that battery goes out in 2 years, I'm gonna be really upset. Because we drive anywhere from 200 to 285 miles a day. And, you know, we're at low speed. I'm on the expressway right now. Like, here's the slowdown. So we drive anywhere from 250 to 280 miles a day. Okay? People starting to act crazy. And I think an EV with the newest tech, the Tesla is the one I want. One of my students, he has a Model 3, and he works at Chick-fil-A. I'm proud of him. Joseph, I'm shouting you out. So he has done really good for himself. We made some content. I made about, 15 little videos. I'll repost those, but he really kind of changed my outlook, because also we live in a really cold weather climate. So in the winters, that's going to reduce range. Okay. And I got to consider that too. So I will adjust my workload based on the range. So I really needed to be driving it now in the stop and go traffic. And then in the afternoons or evenings, I would have a cohort of about 10 students, because now you got to pick them up. You got to get them to the DMV. Normally, we do Zoom, so I don't need a physical building. But partnering with someone, and in the next county over, the need is huge. We have our population, maybe under 300,000. The county over, 680,000. So the need is there. So I'm going to use this as a model or a template. And they're pushing EVs and automotive very hard. But because of the Trump administration, no cap, no hate, I'm losing money too because of the tariffs. The EV initiative is a lot less. We have about 3,100 chargers available in the state, and that's just not enough. So then I'll be driving in underprivileged areas, the hood. So, I'm not sure. Can you explain the maneuver when you turn left? Okay, here we go. I have a video posted. When you're turning left, you need to yield for oncoming traffic. When it's clear, you need to go up to the middle of the intersection and make your left turn in the nearest lane. That's by the double yellow line. But what if you have a double left turn? If you're in the inside lane, you stay to the right by the curb. If you're in the outside lane, you stay by the double yellow. What a lot of adults and beginners do, they go into the wrong lane, and that's automatic failure. Like, for example, my client was supposed to text me or call me yesterday to let me know she passed the test. I'm a little upset I didn't get that text. She was supposed to text me. Now, I'm being honest, she panics on left turns, and the other time we drove, she was driving on the wrong side of the street. Now, I know you're laughing at me. You're probably saying, Myles, she drove what? She drove on the wrong side of the street. And if you do that, that's automatic failure. If you panic at a left-hand turn, which people do, that's automatic failure. She killed it in parallel parking. She killed it in reverse parking. She can drive. She drove from the Midwest of Florida, but obtaining your license in a clinical situation, a road tester, you're nervous, they're very strict, that can be very scary. So what are you saying, Myles? She was driving kind of scary. And that wasn't like her. Like the first time I drove her, she was making left turns, no problem. But she drove very weird. Like, it's kind of like an old person, like, has a memory lapse for a second. That's how she was driving. Real talk. Hey, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you look at the videos. I'm trying to go live every day. And let me switch angles as I talk to you. So this is good for me. That's a baby cut off. It's like whatever. But I think we're just gonna stay on here because a lot of people hate, including me. This is what. Okay. You know what? Sometime when you're tired, I'm in college. I had a manual. I had a IROC Z, right? And I was making a left turn, and my car, I shift. Was it first gear or second gear? I think I was in first gear, and that light turned green, and I hit it real hard. My car went da, 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 da. It started. I don't know if I got on the rev limiter. Something happened, and the car hesitated. I thought I was going to die and get hit. But typically when I'm driving adults and teens, we wait for the turning arrow. I never make someone turn when I can't see traffic. That's one reason why. Isn't this a beautiful picture though? Look at the video in the background. Man, wow. So beautiful. But this is a beautiful picture. And you know what? Why did YouTube suggest a full driving video of a person driving in Colorado in traffic? Right? Because these algorithms know what you like. Like I'm learning about AI, and I want to do an AI gaming computer. Okay, and I got the new 9950X 3D chip and the new Lend-Lease Sus1 case, and I got a 4070 Ti, and I have the parts. I just got to put this new computer together. I'm in a 10700K, and I have a 280 hertz monitor. It's lagging a little bit. It's a little slow. I bought it from Micro Center. I may return it, but it's really helped. And then, so I want to build this AI machine, and it'll help in driver's ed, it'll help in simulations, it will help in my job. Because I've always been, so you know what's gonna happen in the next 5 or 10 years, these teens, they're gonna have Teslas as their first car. They're gonna have an EV. They're gonna be like dirt cheap, 10,000, 5,000, and get that as the first car. And it will be safe, but people still do crash because they do dumb stuff, tailgating, cutting people off. But also Tesla is data mining all of our stuff because they need to know how we drive. This car is a 2010, so there are no computers in here, but my phone is definitely spying on me, monitoring me, sending data to the phone company, Google. We're kind of in a transition with technology, and if you're not one to stay with it, like, you're gonna get left behind. I talk to my students about, are you using AI? Are you playing with it? It's like your AI assistant. You know, AI alone won't help you make money, but if you use it as an assistant, it's gonna help you. In education, I'm using it as an assistant. I'm about to jump into Gemini. I haven't messed with it. I use ChatGTP. I use DeepSeek consistently. And the more information you put in, you know, it's nice talking to you guys as I'm driving. You know, it kind of keeps you relaxed. You see me looking around checking traffic, and that's what you need to do. But I use AI to help me generate ideas, look at data, to help scale my student, to help me with this nonprofit. But I can't be shy. I've got to go talk to people, and I'll get a lot of no's. I just need one yes. So my boss is like, yes, I just want to put a program together, and I need to do it in the beginning of the year. Not wait, hey, you know, we had 100,000, you were too late. Okay, and then Kissy Parks, I'm shouting out a lot of people. She helps people with government grants also too. So I need to reach out to her. My driving's kind of settled down, but it's still stop and go. Yep, car accident. They got their little stuff smashed. That's the Mach-E to the left. There's a lot of electric EV videos and stuff that I watch because I want to become knowledgeable. I mentioned Alex again at EV Auto in Utah. I'm shouting him out again. He goes live. He sells Teslas. He's got, you know, he's going to be on his third dealership, but he is on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram. I learned a lot from him. And if I would purchase one, I'm going to talk to him about it. He really takes meticulous care of cars. He's a straight shooter. And when you know that, I hate trucks with those big tires. But getting in the EV, you can see how dark it is now. See how the light changes? But that's what I want to do. But the car is the biggest barrier. I'm trying not to tailgate. But I'm not scared of a challenge or an opportunity. Oh, God. But you notice I'm just staying smooth, and I'm cruising about 60, 65, hashtag cruise. But my plan is to definitely engage more people, get them ready, help them, because driving is a life skill. And I did this for the court too. We have a Zoom and we reflect on why people, you know, drove without license. So I'm just trying to back off. This is the first time I'm able to go deeper into the metro area. Usually there was a lane reduction, and that sucked, real talk. And the hardest thing is getting up. Like, I went to bed about 12. We were editing some videos. I went live. I posted a video about the Cooper system of driving, and that was very educational. But for me and where I am, because I'm in technology and gaming, I'm definitely going to do the AI machine, and machine learning is really important. I have two 680 classifieds, but they don't have enough VRAM, right? Oh man, they don't have enough VRAM. And if you don't have enough VRAM, you're going to have a slow machine. So my next move is to get a machine that has a lot of VRAM. But these video cards, man, the prices are high. But if I'm going to get a 5090, it's going to be the Asus Astro card. Very quality parts. Jay's 2 cents. Shout out all these people. Jay's 2 cents. He did some testing. I think he's in the top 5 leaderboard. I don't have money like that to put 3,000 into a card. I got 1,500. I got 800. So I'd rather save my money and get a high quality card than a cheaper card. Facebook Marketplace is a good place to go also. And I have no problem. You're going to put this card in. We're going to test it. And then Corsair is a good brand name power supply. So basically I have 2 bills. I have a 4-tower case, and that's going to be for the AI machine. And then the other case I'm going to update. So I usually rock 2 computers, and it's getting real busy and hectic again, as you can tell. So I'm not off the gas, and people are just coming out kind of smoothly and easily. We're on the I-94 corridor. This is to take us all the way through to Iowa. So, and then we had Alice training the other day about, handling intruders coming in, hospitals, schools, places to work, because when people lose their job, they want to go crazy and destroy everything. So, but if you don't focus on your goals, it will never happen. And I'm not scared of failure. I just got to get out there and keep talking to people. Everyone wants to talk, but no one wants to do. So, and there's a wide load up there, so I'm really staying back. It's a lot of heavy traffic. And then I believe tomorrow evening we're going to be going down to the metro area because the family member's a real estate agent, and they're going into metro area. They asked me to come down because it's kind of sketchy. So we're going to go down there. I'm from the hood. I'm from the west side. So we're going to go down there. Where are you located? Right? So, but I'm not scared to go to the city. People from the suburb never go to the city. People from the city never go to the suburb. There's a lot of racist people out here, so we got to speak up and stop that together, right? So some guy in the suburban area was screaming at a veteran that had a knife. He said he had a mental episode. Bruh. Okay, there are racist people everywhere. They're trying to keep areas all Latino, all white, all black. We live in a multicultural society, and the world is changing. We got to change it, okay? Because my wife orders some cupcakes from this vendor right outside of our area. He has cancer. Like, nothing is promised. If you don't go after what you believe and what you want, it's never going to happen. So this is a crossover. This is over the bridge. And then we went over one of these in Iowa over the bridge, and I freaked out. So we're going to stop, look, check, and then here we go. And go into the lane. We got to go all the way over to the right. Also, in a lot of areas, they have license plate readers, okay? Because the communities are fed up. Now, you can say that's a civil liberties violation, but you have no rights. You log into your phone, they know everything. You go to work, you on the computer, you shopping, they know. You can't be looking at inappropriate stuff at work or you will get terminated. Don't be that stupid. We had a guy looking at inappropriate stuff, and then he got terminated. I'm like, you're so stupid. Okay, you can't do that, man. He got terminated. Wasn't even there a week. Okay, young guy, man. Don't be stupid. You better be listening to your OGs, right? So every time you log into a building, they know when you come in, they know when you leave. One thing on my evaluation, I did very well. On my evaluation, I did very well because I was here on time. I'm going to talk to you guys in a few minutes. We don't start until 9. And I'm going to read to you. I'm going to read to you about this. So hold up 1 second. I'm going to read to you. And I'm very like chilled, man. Like when it's time to work, let's work. When it's time to play, let's play. All right. I have it here with me in this one. I may have the wrong one. Let me get my other clipboard. Hold up. All right. I'm going to talk about risk awareness a second to help all of you, since a lot of people are being served my content because I'm an instructor. The AI on this platform, I put in real titles. If it's about driving, it's driving. I'm not trying to trick you and make you learn how to drive. We're here talking about it, right? And the best way I can serve you is talk about the final skills road test, because that's what you need, right? That's what you need, and that's what I'm going to show you. Okay. All right, here we go. Final skills evaluation. The teacher intervenes to maintain vehicle control. So what does this mean? If you're making a turn and the instructor's got to grab the wheel, you fail. If you're going on the wrong side of the road, if you hit the curb, that's a fail. If this is bringing you value, give it a thumbs up. Next, disobeys regulatory signs or signals. You run a stop sign like these people out here. You run a light, automatic failure. Speeding 10 or more over the limit, automatic failure. Dangerous maneuver. You make a left turn and it says no left turn. You strike an object, failure to yield. They all are automatic failures. Stopping and starting, pre-driving checks. Come in, put your seatbelt on, adjust your mirrors, lock your door. Smooth stops. You shouldn't be slamming the brake. If you slam the brake or don't have clutch control, that could cause failure. Smooth acceleration, gradually pushing the gas. Controlled emergency braking. A deer runs out, a car runs out, a kid runs out. You got to squeeze your brake and take your time. Next, backing straight, backing and turn signals. You got to know how to back up, and we worked on this yesterday with my student. Vehicle control when backing straight. You got to have your left hand at the top of the wheel, your right arm on the passenger seat. This will turn your torso. Next, searching mirrors over shoulder selects the target. When you're changing lanes, you got to look around. You've got to scan your environment. Next, you have questions, you go ahead and put those in. I'm going over the final skills road evaluation. I'm a state certified driving instructor. We're going over some of the elements. This is the time for you to take notes, because this will help you. And this is like a checklist. I'll make this available in my Stand store. You need to click the link in the bio. A lot of people have been asking, where can I obtain this? So we partner with Stand about 5 months ago. It's been very helpful. I've had about 5 coaching calls. We sold about $300 or $400 in digital products. So I like it, and I do update it. I did update it last weekend with some good items. They go from like $10 on up to $50. You pick what you want that makes sense to you. Next, visual skills, very important. Number 1, do you identify targets? Are you looking to the left? Are you looking to the middle? Are you looking to the right? Next, searches 15 to 20 seconds ahead from your path of travel. In a parking lot, do you see coworkers? Do you see kids in the neighborhood? Do you see people backing on the main thoroughfare? Do you see construction? Do you see period? Next, turning head to identify targets when turning. Are you looking where you're going? Look where you need to go. Next, Are you able to judge stopping and adequate following distance? A lot of beginners struggle with that because the car's moving and you're trying to back off and keep your space. That's really hard for beginners. Let's keep going through. Are you able to check your mirrors regularly? Center mirror, left mirror, right mirror. These are your eyes. You got a set of eyes here, another two here, another two here. Use your mirrors. Next, steering. I don't care how you have your hands on the wheel. Everyone wants to argue. Have both hands on the wheel. Uses balance, 8 and 4 or 9 and 3 position on the steering wheel. Everyone wants to argue about hand positioning. Uses proper hand positioning when backing. Uses push-pull steering. Uses hand-over-hand steering when appropriate. You can use both methods. People want to argue. Now, you have to make 2 left turns, 2 right turns. You have to have an adequate gap, not cutting off a car. You have to be able to complete turns in the proper lane. You got to show someone you can drive. I'm reading from the list. I can't tell you everything. Right turns. Do you select the best lane? Do you check traffic and do your signal? Do you complete turns in a proper lane? Is there a roundabout available? I take all my students through roundabouts. You going through this roundabout. Roundabouts, 2-point turns, 3-point turns, and U-turns. I'm one of those guys. You doing everything. You're going to show me. Hey, I found the back. This is really going to help. Let's keep it going. Next, controlled and uncontrolled intersections. Do you look for open spaces to the left, front, and right? You need to be writing this down right now because I'm going over the road skills evaluation. And I have it here. I will put together a digital product for you guys, and this will be available for sale. Give me to Sunday night, let's say Monday, because I have to drive this weekend. We are moving servers around, and then I have a meeting at 9. So I decided to go through because we got some people on, and if you got questions, put it in. Do you look for open spaces left, middle, and right? Do you obey traffic signs and signals? It's some of the most basic things, but I'm going to flip the camera around. People are running the stop sign like it's nothing. They don't stop. So if I was an officer, I would give tickets all day. People don't care. Curves. Enter the curves at the proper position and speed. If you lose control and go off the road, I'm going to mark you down. Gradually increase the speed at the apex of the curve as you're going out. A lot of beginners go very slow in, very slow in the middle, very slow out. Cars are behind us, they're upset, they're honking horns. I go through this every day, people. I'm telling you the truth. I'll do a day in the life so you know how I really feel. You know how instructors feel, okay? Next, maintains proper lane positioning. A lot of beginners are drifting to the right, drifting to the left. They just don't have control of their car. You need to be practicing more. You need to be looking at my videos. Your auntie and uncle need to be taking you out. Your mom and dad got to go to work. Many of you are watching this at home. Your mom and dad are at work. Many of you are in your 20s. You need to be reaching out to me. You need to be downloading my digital products. They are not free. You need to be calling me for a coaching call. I'm going over the final road skills evaluation right now to tell you what you need to do. I'm not here wasting your time. If I was wasting your time, I'd be in sipping on some coffee, and I'm going to be in there in about 10 minutes. Let's keep going here. Parking. Perpendicular parking on the right side. Can you get your car in between the lines? Perpendicular parking on the left side. There's a whole section on parking. I'm not going to rush and go through this. Parallel parking. Do you know how to line your car, reverse back, turn your wheel all the way to the right, get in at a 45 angle? A lot of drivers don't want to do that. They have parallel parking phobia. We went over this yesterday. That's weird. Next, maintains a, stop at the curb. Okay, that's that big truck did stop, yay. Signals properly. You got to signal. If you're making a right turn into a parking spot, turn on your right turn signal. You're making a left turn in, turn on your left turn signal. Stop playing. Next, proper signals, 100 feet, a half a block. Safely exits parking spot. Are you looking over your shoulder? Are you scanning? Let's talk about freeway. Accelerates at the proper speed. Some beginners go too slow. They're scared. Identifies and selects the proper gap. Are you cutting off a truck? The cars on the expressway and trucks have the right of way. So many people say, who has the right of way? Are these instructors even teaching you guys? Are you asleep? Are you on Instagram? Are you on TikTok? Are you not even paying attention when you're in class? When people ask me these questions, they're telling me they're not paying attention. Next, do you maintain proper speed and following distance and intervals? Some people don't. They really tailgate, and that makes people very angry, and that leads to road rage. Slows down in the deacceleration lane, not on the expressway. Beginning drivers do that. You'll lose points. You'll get rear-ended. Prepares to stop or merge into the flow of traffic. Beginners are inconsistent. And then signals properly. I gave you an in-depth approach. There's much more information. I will have this available in a PDF downloadable form. It will be titled The Final Road Skills Evaluation. You got to give me to at least Sunday night. Then it will be on my stand store. A lot of people have been asking for this. So I'm going to make that available for you guys and to help you become aware. What questions do you have so I can support you and help you become a better driver? Because really, that's what it's all about. Becoming a better driver. Okay, living your best authentic self. Okay, we're trying to be authentic. See, I'm bringing my cold sandwich in. And I think if you have an instructor, and there's great instructors out there. Ronnie, I'm shouting you out. Ronnie's my brother from another mother. You know, there are good instructors out there. We care. But you got to put in your work. You got to meet us halfway. You got to ask questions. You can't be scared when we tell you to do something. You got to trust the process, because I've been doing this like 22, 23 years. And a lot of adults don't want to listen. A lot of teens don't want to listen. So this is why you're 18, 19, 20, 23, 24, and you don't have your L's, because you're disrespectful. You don't listen to your mom and dad. You think you know everything. And we have a 23-year-old right now at our company. She has no car. And I'm saying to yourself, you don't have a car? How do you get, oh, I do Uber, I do Lyft. I'm like, no way. I'll get a piece of junk old man car, old lady car that smells like old man, old attic, before I rely on someone. I mean, come on. And her friend has like, she is on the autistic scale. And I'm like, you call her up, get her in town. I'll teach her how to drive. So the need is there. Real talk, the need is there. But a lot of people are just scared. I don't know what they're thinking. Right? But I see a need, and I think this video will motivate a lot of you to go to my stand store, order some digital. You got to invest in yourself. And I'm investing in myself. Gemini, AI, building my new AI machine, hopefully getting a Tesla, helping with adult driver's ed, because we don't want to be a slave to our job. Shout out to my son. I'm not going to be a slave like you and mom grinding. I'm like, how are you going to work? How are you going to establish credit? You know, your Charger's broke down. You got a 2018 GT Charger. You don't have the Hellcat. You don't have the Trackhawk, but it's sitting there broke. It's going to be over $3,000. We not paying anymore. Yeah, you're going to see this one day. You might be mad at me now, but that's okay. You got to figure it out. Okay? Just like I got to figure it out. And you want a nice house, you want to do your fitness thing, community involvement, you got to put in work. I met with the grant advisors, and I know what I need to do, and it's a step by step. And then Patel, okay, I think it's correct name. He said you got to think long range. If you think of short range wealth, you're going to work really hard for a small amount of money. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to think long range. Okay, to invest in my community, get a good driving car, get an EV, really learn about the infrastructure in our state, in our county, in our community. And by me being a minority, I think that's an opportunity. I don't feel sorry for myself. I think it's an opportunity. And I speak very intelligent. I'm college educated. So I just want to share with you. It's a little bit of a rant today, but use this to motivate you, and join me when I go live. Subscribe, follow, order some things from the Stand store, and then I'm going to take you through the journey. I want to say thank you guys. I will talk to you later. Bye.